from Siberia, the city of Omsk. My name is Niki. I live here. I basically came back to my hometown, and today I'm going to have a walk around the city center of the place of the city where I was born, talking to you during the live. And if you guys watch me in recording, thank you for doing that. Well, let's actually go have a walk and see who is here, who is online, and then I guess see what's around me. Hello guys, let me know where you're watching me from, if everything is alright, if you can see and hear me clearly. Привет всем. We started. Yes, we started, but I'm not sure if everything is clear. Please send me a message if you can see me clearly, if you can hear me clearly. Bit buffering. Bulgaria here. Hello from Florida. Looks good. All right. I'm so happy to hear that everything is looking and hearing good. All right. So, guys, I'm so excited to actually have this walk with you. And you all from so many different places. Like I see Kelly from North Carolina, Lena from from Sweden, Chris from somewhere else, Delin from Sweden, hi from Spain, hello from Portugal, Texas and Australia is here, Illinois, Canada. I know that it's actually a very early time for my viewers from America, and perhaps very fortunate time for people from Australia. And today, right now in Omsk, that is around 6 p.m. And let me actually show you where we are staying at, because before you saw my face. We are actually in the very heart of the city of Omsk. That is Lenina Street. Let me show you. This is a renovated, rebuilt, really fast Lenina Street. It's one of the most famous, one of the most beautiful streets in my city. Just looks like this. We are going to walk around this place, and maybe we're gonna walk all around this area. Just the underground crossing, just a cafe. And I was actually coming from over there, just had a lunch with my mom, or maybe a dinner. Yeah, 6 p.m. It's more like a dinner time. Today, besides just walking and showing you what is here, I want to talk a bit about how life is in Omsk, in Siberia recently, because last year I was living in St. Petersburg city, and St. Petersburg is a really huge place, huge city, the second biggest city in Russia, and Omsk is a really remote place, still huge but remote, and life here is quite different. People, culture, also daily life things like salary, wages, and comfort of living is so different here. So it will be interesting to compare. And I see somebody asking, this is Omsk? Yes. So once again, this city is my hometown. It's spelled like Omsk, O-M-S-K. And I'm staying here right today, May. I'm not sure what number it is, what date is this already. I see Rashid says, I like Omsk, looks nice. Oh, by the way, that's one of our buses. Rather big in Omsk. We don't have really big buses here. Yeah, so welcome to Lenina Street. Oh my goodness, what is that? Can you see, guys? Can you see that bird? It's actually one of the most famous pizza stores in Russia. We do have a lot of pizza stuff like, I don't know, Domino Pizza or Pizza Hut, but Dodo is actually one of the best Russian pizza. Hi Dodo. Do you speak English? No? Oh. Bye bye. Oh, so funny. So this Dodo pizza is actually coming from one of really remote tiny places, the founder of Dodo, and it is actually really delicious. I like it, honestly. Twiggy Shayla, hi Niki. Hi Shayla, nice to see you here today. Well, so flipping camera and seeing the vibes of this place. We do have this Dodo and also some Chinese or Asian food over here. Some local school guys, I don't know, maybe high school students. Lovely. It's gorgeous. Yeah, this place is nice. By the way, Rashid, thank you so much. Rashid, you are literally the first person who sent super thanks today. Appreciate for the super sticker. Aurora R, hi Niki, hi Aurora. Aloha from Hawaii, yay, Hawaii is here. And Shayla, thank you so much for your super sticker. Amazing. Actually, right now, just half an hour ago, I was having a dinner with my mom, and the guys, just 2 of your super stickers cover the entire dinner. Oh, apparently people here are quite friendly, young people. Perhaps we're gonna talk to somebody today, perhaps we're gonna find somebody who can speak English. Hello from Belarus, hello. Hi from Novosibirsk, привет, Anna, привет. I finally learned that you are from Novosibirsk. I knew you are from Siberia, I didn't know which city you're exactly from. And oh my goodness, guys, look at this. I don't know who exactly it's from. It should be Vrubil, but I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps it's just a no-name statue of a policeman from like 19th century. Interesting. Looking pretty good. Oh, somebody else sent. Plamen Petrov, thank you so much. Appreciate for your super sticker. Hello from Romania, greetings. Hello from Brazil. Alabama is here. So many different places. And guys, I really appreciate the things that you are being open-minded to come and listen to a random Russian guy, to what I have to say and to show you. It's over here, Lenina Street. Can you read from the plaque? There was no plaque on the statue. There literally is a no-name, nameless person. We're actually going over there. 5 seconds, mate, let's go faster. Wait. Running. Don't want to wait 95 seconds. That's too long time. By the way, see how many young people over here. It's actually such a nice weather today. Once again, it's the end of May, or the middle of May, and typically we have weather like this. I actually can wear only my t-shirt today. I don't know how to call this kind of stuff, but this clothes is excessive. It's like too much. Tina Gretton, hi Tina, nice to see you here today, and thank you for your super sticker, as well as Patricia and Shayla, thank you so much. Yay! So right now we are staying very close to Lenina Street. We just left it. That's behind us, and we are going to one really unique place in my city. We are heading to the place where the city was founded originally. We call it Omsk Fortress. But before going there, let's actually listen to this guy. Have you been to Tomsk? Yes.
Снилось мне, что печали кончаются. Люди одинокие встречаются, встретятся, молчат и
Lovely.
улыбаются.
It's such kind of summer vibe here, and it's also an answer to one of the questions that I think you have on your mind, like, is life different here in Siberia or not because of all events of the last 3 months? And my answer will be yes and no. Life is different here, but it's not as different as it could actually be. By the way, Claire, thank you so much. Much love from Singapore. Sending a finger heart from Russia to every single person who watched it now. Yeah, so basically the difference between life now and before is not that much as it potentially could be. Perhaps people will feel the difference, the heat of sanctions or anything like that, maybe in a few months, maybe in half a year. But right now, actually, not many people are concerned about it. Your voice is shrinking. Guys, let me know if my voice is shrinking. I'll turn off my external mic. Here is the external mic. You maybe can see a little bit. I'm sorry actually to touch it. It must be shrinking a lot right now. And we'll just use my phone's mic. a little problem with stream audio. I actually don't know why. Maybe my connection is not that good. Ooh, we actually got to a tiny entertaining part, like for kids. Bad connection. Yeah, the connection is not perfect over here. Let's go stay close to the river, and I'll actually stay in the same place so I can read the chat better and read more of what you write, guys. By the way, the river is actually quite nice. Later we'll go over there and see the connection of two rivers. This one is Omka, the river of Omka. And over there, the river of Irtysh. Basically, one river gets in touch with another one in a really beautiful manner. Over here, guys, I gonna put my tripod, and I think I can hear and I can see exactly what you write. Can you show us what the prices are in Siberia? I think so. I'll record a video about the prices tomorrow, and today I was actually recording a vlog with my mother. And that's answering to a question about how my family is. My family is alright. They're doing okay. Like, not perfect, but also not bad. Curtis. Hi, Curtis C. Nice to see you. He's actually... Curtis is one of my Rush Club members. So, привет. Shayla says, I want to visit Russia. I need special operation to end. I hope it will be ended sooner. And it will be possible to visit Russia again. Russia sound okay now. Okay. Are you by Rechnoy Vokzal right now? Yes. Hyperpop enjoyer. I actually don't know if you're staying in Omsk right now or not, but you are exactly correct. I'm staying next to Rechnoy Vokzal. And I think after 20 minutes we will reach Tarsky Vorota. Where are you today? In Siberia. Guys, once again, it is the city of Omsk, O-M-S-K. It's in Siberia, and it's very close to Kazakhstan. The city of Omsk is a huge city. I think it's only smaller than Novosibirsk, which is the biggest city in Siberia, but it might be the second biggest city in Siberia, Omsk, or perhaps the third. I was born here 27 years ago, and I lived here for the first 19 days, for the first 19 years of my life. But once I left, once I traveled to other places, I understood I'm gonna live not in Omsk. I don't want to actually live here forever. I'd like to meet you in St. Petersburg. Do you have meetings with followers? Question from Rashid. Actually, yes. I sometimes do meet travelers or followers who come to St. Petersburg, and it might be interesting to organize something like a meetup if more people want to show up. So I might mention about this in my community posts on YouTube. Good idea. I like the idea. A question from Chris. Is Siberia property of Russia? So Siberia is Russia. Siberia is just a natural region of my country. It doesn't have any administrative border. Siberia is not a state, it's not a province, it's just a place, it's just a natural place that takes a huge territory inside Russia. It is Russia. How neat that it's a short sleeve weather in Siberia. Yes, it's such a great weather here. Like, I arrived to Omsk a few days ago. I actually wanted to visit my mom's birthday, which we successfully did. And from St. Petersburg, I left with warm clothes. It was quite cold there. And I arrived to Omsk wearing such kind of stuff. Just a t-shirt, and I actually can take off this coat. I don't need it here. Siberia has some of the largest temperature variations in the world. Correct. Correct. Even in Omsk, which is located in the south of Siberia, very close to Kazakhstan border. Even here, we might have minus 35 degrees Celsius in winter and plus 35 in summer, sometimes even a bit colder or hotter. Have you ever been to Kazakhstan? Yes, I have. Yes, I liked it. How cold does it get in winter? In Siberia in winter time? Just answered that. My personal coldest in Siberia, not in Omsk, but in Siberia, was minus 64 degrees Celsius, and you guys, if you live in America, you just Google how cold is minus 60, wait, not 64, I'm sorry. How cold is minus 58 degrees of Celsius? Minus 58 is really cold, but it never happens in Omsk. In my hometown, the coldest was about minus 38, minus 39. Justin Whitson says, thanks for providing your perspective. I appreciate getting a genuine Russian perspective on tough questions. I think my Russian-American peers feel burdened, and I don't want to contribute to that. I also don't want to contribute to any kind of burdening. I actually have an idea of connecting people, of being such kind of tiny window or bridge that connects different cultures. That's why I go online like this here today, showing my city and talking to you. Streaming audio is disturbing. I don't know, maybe my connection is bad. Like my internet provider is really good in St. Petersburg, in Moscow, but once I came here, it feels not that good. Hey Niki, question from Vladutu. How much people in Omsk are connected to the world? I mean music, politics, economics also. It's a question that I'm going to answer for the next like 5 minutes, I think. And we are going to walk over there to see the the connection of our rivers. And talking about how well connected people of Omsk with the world, not so good. If you compare it to people of other big cities in Russia, for example, people of Yekaterinburg, or people in St. Petersburg or Moscow, of course, people who live there, they are more connected to the world because they have more tourists, they have more international connections over there, offline and online. But actually, it's not that bad at all, because it's still a huge city, and we have foreigners coming here, and we have an opportunity to speak, to talk to people from other cultures, therefore to become more open-minded. That's actually the way I got into learning English language, just because I met some random girls from China in the streets of Omsk about 2 kilometers in that direction, like 10 years ago, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. Talking about what people of Omsk think about all the current events, there is a big difference. Talking about general people opinion about how they relate to the war, what do they think about politics and Putin and so on. So basically in Omsk, there are more supporters of our governing party, more supporters of Putin. And that is no wonder for me. It's understandable that the more remote we go from Moscow, the less people are able to do any constructive or critical thinking, and the more people believe to the only source of information they watch, the TV. If you go to a very small village, most of people actually support Putin a lot because they do not have access to different sources other than TV. The situation is not that bad, but definitely not as, let's say, as we cannot hear you, Niki. My goodness. I hope it will get better now. Maybe try an area with less wind. We can do it. But I think it's not about the wind, perhaps it's because of the sound. By the way, guys, look over here. We have some people fishing over there. That's so cool. That is actually the thing I wanted to show you. The river of Omka and the river of Irtysh, which is actually a huge river here. We are not going to walk over there. We are going to over there. I actually originally wanted to go that direction, but it's so much wind next to the rivers. So I just show you a little bit, and if you're gonna go closer to buildings, apparently there are much less wind. It's the wind. Okay, we are getting away from the rivers. You just saw it for a second here. So again, coming back to talking about what people are thinking about this stuff. Like here in Omsk, much more people compared to Petersburg and Moscow support Putin. But if you compare Omsk and smaller towns and villages, then of course in Omsk it will be actually not that bad. Yeah. By the way, look at this. park. Kids, I never was here. It actually looks a little bit like provincial, but that's kind of alright. This winter I visited my hometown, and around this area it was not an entertainment park, it was actually not an amusement park, but it was a really good ice skating rink. Like, really cool one. Mate, what is happening over there? Can you see? I don't know what exactly. I think it looks like a motorcycle event. We'll have a look from another direction, from another side. Yeah, it's a motorcycle event. Ooh, interesting question from Gwen. Do shamans still live and practice in parts of Siberia? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Actually, there are a lot of shamans stay around Baikal Lake, and I personally visited there 2 times, and I encountered a few shaman ladies there. They actually did some kind of future predictions, future talking to me, and it was very interesting experience, although none of the stuff that they told me happened in real life. It was so different. Hey, love from India. Greetings from Omsk, Russia. By the way, thank you so much to Wikipedia for generous $3. He asks a question: how much rubles the ticket to Siberia? So it depends where you're staying at, but right now, for example, I paid 10,000 rubles, no, 14,000 rubles for a flight from St. Petersburg to Omsk and come back to St. Petersburg. So it's like two ways. It's like not as cheap as it was before. I would rather say it's expensive. 14,000 rubles, it's around $200. And it's like, it's quite big money in Russia, to be honest. And I also want to thank somebody else sent, James Ross. James, thank you so much for your super thanks. Niki is a good Russian guy. I think so. Plamen Petrov, thank you again. Appreciate, really. Leslie Risearm says, I would say you have shown the best of Russia. I hope that I can visit one day. I hope so. Like, in my mind, I divide two different things. There is the state of Russia, like Russia as a state, and Russia as a country. And many people in Russia dislike this state, but love Russia country as a place of culture, as a place of nature. And basically I also love Russia as a country, as a wonderful place to visit and travel around. So I really hope someday you guys, the ones who are interested to visit Russia, will actually do that. It's really cool for visiting here. Oh mate, look at this guy. He's so cool. Most Russians are decent people. I would say that most of my friends are Russians. So there are a lot of decent people in Russia. At the same time, I have met a lot of American people. I have met a lot of Ukrainian people, a lot of Australian people. Basically, I met a lot of people from other countries. And absolutely majority of that, all of those people are decent people. Yeah. By the way, we are getting to somewhere near this event. Something related to bikes. With 2 girls. I don't know what is over here. No, we cannot get any close. It's actually closed over here, I think. I do not see an entrance. Maybe we can get an ice cream. But I'm not hungry, no. Those 2 things are for selling ice cream, actually. We are heading to Omsk Fortress. Did you meet any from New Zealand yet? Yes, I have met a few people from New Zealand. Incredibly nice guys. I remember there was a native person from Maori tribe from New Zealand. He was super fun to talk to. Also super nice guy. Is there any dangerous neighborhoods in your city? That is an interesting question. Like in Russia, in every single city, there will be people who say, like, my neighborhood is the most dangerous one. Like, if you show up in my neighborhood, you will get beaten or something like that. They say it in a joking way, but they think it's kinda true. In Omsk, any kind of district, we have like 7 or 8 districts around the city. If you meet somebody from any of these districts, they would say like, hey, don't show up in our district, it's actually dangerous. Same I can say about my own district, but I don't really think so. It's just like an old style joke. In my opinion, right now, modern Russia is not dangerous to visit. It's not dangerous for travelers or even for local people who want to explore their city. Literally, I feel comfortable to go any place around my city, and I'll feel like all right doing that. Where we head, we're going to Omsk Fortress to have a peek at that, and then stay somewhere else where I can sit and actually chat more with the chat, because I cannot pay too much attention, like cannot pay all my attention to the messages while I'm walking. And see, here is one of the gates, original gates, like these are the real gates of the original fortress. 306 years ago, this was the border of my city. It's actually very small, like you see, one gate here. Just 300 meters behind these buildings there will be another gate of the city, and the entire area is so tiny. I can't imagine, like, it was so tiny 300 years ago, and now Omsk is a huge city with a population of over 1,250,000 people, maybe even more. He's from Omsk. Yes, I am. Linda says, if Finland joins NATO, can Russians still travel there freely? I'm not really into like political stuff, I don't know exactly, but my prediction, my opinion is yes, if a country joins NATO, Russian people still can travel there, but perhaps the state-to-state relationship might be not as good. But on people level, on just ordinary people level, it's still all right to travel. Whew. Outdoor Shield says, if we support you, will you get the contribution since Russian accounts are blocked? Yes, of course. Like you see people here, they send super thanks. Super thanks is a feature of basically direct donations on YouTube. Whatever you send here, I will safely receive it from YouTube by the end of the next month. That's how YouTube payment works. Like they send all the funds that I receive in May, they send it by the end of June. So it's actually all right. Hi from Latvia. Hope Russia gets democratic soon. Hope Russia will be real democracy soon. Like, real democracy. I was actually born in democratic Russia, but it was just on paper, right? And when I talk to my parents, when I talk to my older friends, they all feel like they live not in a democratic country. At least most of them. Oh, I see where I can actually have a sit down. One of the benches, where is that? One of the benches goes there. Oh, that's so quiet here. I like it here. Let's place. I'll show you what's around me. It's just a park, a huge park next to the rivers. It's a place where local people celebrate some kind of cultural holidays. A lot of hidden tiny museums, tiny places, and even just outdoor areas. It's perfect for celebrating stuff here. And I'm just staying here with you guys. Let's do this. If you can see me perfectly, I hope you can hear me perfectly. A very interesting question from Sculptor. Ruble has recovered. Did the supermarket price drop? The supermarket price didn't drop. The only products that prices don't go too up or maybe even drop maybe a little bit, it's imported products. But all locally produced products are actually not dropping in price. I see dollar being cheaper in Russia right now, and Russian ruble getting more expensive is like every day. But grocery stores, other products, they don't get cheaper with ruble getting stronger. Actually, it looks like really weird. I don't really understand much about finance and economics, but it looks like the ruble is just strong because of some of decisions of Russian government. But realistically, perhaps it will not be strong for a long time. Like, I don't know. It's just how I understand it, that it was artificial. The sound is unintelligible. That's a hard word for me. Guys, let's do a sound check. I'm using a microphone right now, and let me know if the sound is okay. And after 1 minute, I will turn the microphone off, and I'll just use my iPhone mic. Let's see which is better. Sound is okay, you're fine. Okay. Have you seen the Europe-Asia border? Yes, I have seen it. And maybe next month I'll have a trip to that border, to that place again, to record video for you. Maybe. Inflation, yeah. Justin Whitson, one more time I'm reading a message from Justin. I'm wondering your experience with the draft and military service. Were you required to contribute at a young age? How likely is it you or your peers get drafted into the current situation? So guys, it's a very serious question. I'll spend like a few minutes talking about that. So basically, myself personally, I was not conscripted. I was never in Russian army. And the thing is, by Russian law, every man who has normal health conditions and doesn't have any other bad conditions should go to army in the period from 18 to 7 years old. I was not in army. My health is alright. I do not have any other conditions that might stop me from going to army. Simply, army forgot about me. Like, I didn't do anything to avoid Russian army. I also didn't do anything to go there. So, like, somehow I avoided it without trying hard. I also traveled and lived abroad for quite a lot of years. Maybe that's the reason why nobody bothered me about army. But as a result, I was not there. Most of my classmates actually went to army, and almost every single one of them said it was a bad experience, just time that they lost from their life. They didn't like it. Talking about people who were conscripted this time, some of my friends, they actually were conscripted and they're alright. And there was not my friends, but somebody who my mom knows, who that person knows. Went to Ukraine and actually died from Omsk region. Like, there's a person that somebody knows somebody. That person was from a tiny village in Omsk region, in Omsk province, and that person died there. But it's like a story, like, I don't know that person personally. I don't know. None of my friends was actually conscripted. There is no chance I will get conscripted for the current situation. Like, there is no chance I will do that. A question from Co Johnson. How often do you meet people from America that are living in Russia? So, personally, I meet them every once in a while. Like, in St. Petersburg, there are a lot of Americans and other foreigners who live there permanently, not just visiting as a tourist. And I have a few friends, American friends who live there. If I have an aim, let's say, go outdoors and try to find an American in Moscow or St. Petersburg, I will do it within 1 day. It's possible, there are a lot of foreigners. In Omsk, in Siberia, maybe a little bit less. Hello from Phoenix, Arizona. Hello. Hello from Omsk. Hello, Pamela says, hello, it looks lovely there. How hot does it get in spring, summer? The hottest we have is around 35 degrees Celsius. And guys, I see some comments like getting very political. Please keep the chat clean from being destructive or being unfriendly to people, being disrespectful to people. I want our chat to be a place where I can just see people respecting each other. I believe that even people with different views can respect each other, right? Is weed legal in Russia? No, it's illegal. What was your favorite cartoon as a kid? I really like Котопёс. You know that cartoon with cat and dog in one body, like cat and dog. I don't know what's the name in English. In Russian that was Котопёс. I really liked it. Mr. Bus Driver, thank you so much for your super sticker. Appreciate. $4 is actually big money in Russia. Maybe not right now when Russian ruble is getting like stronger, but anyways, it's big money in Russia. Yeah, I know that cartoon, Котопёс, cat dog. Yeah, that was a nice one. And we had Nickelodeon, you know. When I was a kid, every single day before going to school, I was watching Nickelodeon and I enjoyed it. Are your mods here today? I actually don't see my moderators here today, but it's obvious because the time is actually not that good. I moved to Siberia for a couple of days, and time difference is making my mods unable to be here all the time. Like, it's still early morning in America, and these are two American guys. Mia, hi from Japan. I support your courage and justice. May we all overcome the difficulties. Thank you so much for these words, Mia. I hope I can like send good vibes from like on personal level from Russia, and to show people of the world that like people in Russia are basically same as people around the world. Yeah. 5:30 a.m. here in Seattle. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's like so early in America right now. Hello, Niki. Greetings from Edinburgh, Scotland. Hi there. Hello from Russia. An interesting question from Sogi Recluse. How do you overcome anxiety about filming in public? What's the strangest reactions that strangers have given you while filming? So you see, guys, right now I'm staying here in the park and I'm speaking English really loud without taking like much care about what people think about me doing that. There are some people over there, there are some people walking over there, like literally like there are. But when you concentrate on actually talking to camera, when you concentrate talking to people like this during the live, you do not really pay attention to what people think and feel about you speaking English and filming in public. The hardest thing is to press record. When you haven't started yet, it's so damn hard to actually begin. And it took me about 1 year to teach myself to be comfortable in front of camera when there are people around me. I remember 2 years ago I started making videos, and it was so hard to like decide that I just press record and start talking on camera. But now it's better. And one of the weird reactions that I get is simply people saying like, please do not film me. Sometimes peacefully, sometimes aggressively. Yeah. You're doing great, Niki. Thank you so much. Be smart. Thank you. You should go to Улица Ленина, cause it kinda looks like St. Petersburg and people would love to see it. I think so. We're actually going to have a circle around around Tarskaya Street, and I forgot what's the name of that street actually, and then come back to Lenina Street, which is indeed very pretty. Whew. It's been such a long time you actually guys saw my face, watched my face. Have a look here. A tiny, very green park in the center of my city. Just some local young guys, I guess school students, being over here. And we're actually going to see a statue of a very famous Russian writer. I wonder if any of you would actually recognize him. Here's some kids playing around, young couples, maybe not two young couples being there, and basically people are enjoying their Saturday. So, one of the churches, that building is like some kind of government stuff, some kind of police stuff, so we are not going anywhere close to there. And the Omsk fortress that I mentioned earlier, one of the interesting spots of my hometown, lies right over there. It's too much windy over there, so perhaps we don't go, but you can see that those gates, it's another gate of Russian fortress. So guys, now a big question. A big question for actually Omsk. This is a person, a Russian famous writer that my city is really famous for. Like, they're so proud to have this person visiting Omsk. So I wonder how many people will actually recognize who this person is. So I'll do this so you cannot read the sign. Let me know, guys, if you recognize the face. And Sergey S writes the first guess, and he is exactly correct. This guy is Dostoevsky. It's not Pushkin, it's not Tolstoy, it's not Stalin, it's Dostoevsky. Here's over here. Wait, a lesson of Russian language. Dostoevsky. Yeah. Dostoevskому. Well, guys, so Fyodor Dostoevsky has actually a very ridiculous story from one perspective. The story goes like this. He lived in St. Petersburg. He wrote a lot of nice books, but he was not friends with our government that time. And he actually got jail time and almost death penalty for attending an event that was not allowed by Russian government that time. That reminds me, some kind of events happening in last month and 2 months ago in Russia with protesters, like really similar. So he was almost getting death penalty, Dostoevsky over there. And somehow he managed to get only jail time in Siberia, traveling all the way around from St. Petersburg and Moscow to here. He spent 4 years in prison in here. I think so, as far as I can remember, 4 years. And my city is so proud of Dostoevsky visiting here, of being imprisoned here. Yeah, that is Dostoevsky. What's up? Hey, what's up? I see Dorcas Shefton sends $10 American. Thank you so much for your super thanks, Dorcas. He says, hello from Boston, USA. My daughter-in-law is from Yaroslavl. Have you been there? Thank you for your important conversations, cultural awareness, and understanding at its best. Thank you so much. I have not been to Yaroslavl. The only thing I know about Yaroslavl, it's not too far from Moscow, and they have a nice hockey team. Hockey is big in Omsk, hockey is big in Russia, and Yaroslavl team is actually quite good, at least as far as I remember, as far as I know. Thank you so much for your donation. 4 years in Omsk, yeah, Dostoevsky. Есть такая легенда. Омск — отдаленное место ссылки каторжников. That is in Russian. There is a theory that Omsk, OMSK, stands for one phrase by the first letters of my city. That means like a special place for prisoned people. Just a local joke. Justin Whitson, thank you so much for your donation too. He says, thanks for sharing your experience. It's important to humanize the Russian people, and you're providing a genuine window for us to see. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate. Whew. So we are walking Spartakskaya ulica, if I can remember, and then we are going to walk Tarskaya ulica, and that is Tarsky Varota, Tarsky Gate, another borderline of old Omsk fortress. Good. Nemeth says, hi Niki. We have a lake in Budapest called Omsk Lake. Popular summer spot. Wow. I never heard about Omsk Lake being anywhere abroad. It's actually super interesting for me to hear. I'll Google it and see how real it is. I want to see how it looks like in real. Nice, I actually enjoy the weather here. Like, have a look. It's just Tarskaya Street. Nice place. The downtown, and usually a lot of people walk nearby. And we actually going to stay somewhere around there, have a seat, talk, and then go over there to our dramatical theater to Lenina Street. Yay. Now let's go find a place to sit, and I'll talk a little bit more to the chat. Alex says, is Ellie single? I'd like to marry her. Oh, I think you gotta ask that from Ellie, not from me. You can ask me if I'm single. For your information, I'm not. I have a girlfriend. Raskolnikov. You know, the thing about Dostoevsky is that he wrote his books, his stories, describing the geographical locations really precisely in St. Petersburg. So it is possible to follow his books, to travel the city like from one place that he described to another. That's actually super interesting and might be a good topic for one of my videos after I come back to St. Petersburg. Plamen Petrov, hi again. He says, Niki, what do Russians think or say about Bulgaria? So Plamen, I personally have visited to Bulgaria. I've been to Bulgaria before, like maybe 7 years ago. My good friend lives in Bulgaria too, in Plovdiv. I have been to Plovdiv, I have been to Sofia and Burgas. I enjoyed it. And for many Russian people, Bulgaria is actually a nice travel destination. Perhaps not at the moment, but it was before. Russian people loved going to Burgas and Varna. And I personally think Bulgaria is a very interesting, nice country. I think general opinion in Russia might be similar. By the way, guys, we found another spot to stay over there. Nice fountains that does not work right now. Over here, Tarsky Varota, Tarsky gates, the gates of old Omsk fortress. And here, just a bench where I'm going to place my phone and to read what you guys have to say. By the way, I see that people are waking up. 700, almost 700 people are watching me now, and I want to say hello from Siberia in Russia. We are staying at my hometown, the city of Omsk. I visited here to basically visit my mom for her birthday. It was a few days ago, and we celebrated it in a very nice way. I'm really actually happy about that. Is that the church of Saint Nicholas behind you, Niki? I'm actually not sure. I don't think it is a church of Saint Nicholas, but in front of me, and we will go there, there is Uspensky Sobor, which is a huge cathedral in Omsk, one of the biggest, or maybe the biggest. Kelly King says, I know you love China. Will you go back now? Yes. If China opens its borders, it will be one of the first things I might consider doing. Not to leave Russia ASAP, but to travel China again and to see my friends in China. I actually miss it very much. I love China. Like, on a country level, like, I like the culture, the food, the people. Say something in Portuguese. Hola. Or is that Spanish? I'm actually very bad at Spanish, Italian, or other languages. Hola. Hi Niki, have you ever lived in the US? No, I haven't been to the US yet. I actually haven't been to many European countries as well. I visited a lot of Asian countries. I lived in Asia for 5 years, even longer, but not to Europe, not to America. Good hockey team in Omsk. Yes, Avangard is actually a good team, they played well. Not the best in Russia, but sometimes they win the cup. In school in New England, we read a lot of short stories of Dostoevsky. I remember particularly White Nights. Good. Good. I actually didn't read much of Dostoevsky stuff, but I'm getting curious more about his works, about his books, as I get older. Perhaps I'll read more of his books, perhaps more of Russian classic books in coming years. Interesting question from 50 minutes. Hardest part for Russians trying to learn English? What's the hardest thing that is different? So guys, talking about language learning, Russia is not very good at educating students foreign languages. I remember that I was studying English since my grade 5 or grade 7, like middle school, and then I studied English at my university. And after 8 years of studying English every single year, at least one, sometimes two classes per week, I was not able to say much. I'm able to speak English right now not because of school, and that is the hardest thing about learning English and other foreign languages in Russia. The state education of foreign languages is terrible here, at least on my experience. It's possible to practice it with foreigners, but it's also a hard thing. Like, you don't get enough daily practice, enough daily language practice here. So a lot of people learn some basics and actually like cannot remember how to speak it, cannot speak it normally. Stella Helm says, I have been to Chelyabinsk. Great place. I never been to Chelyabinsk before, and we have a lot of memes in Russia about that city. I would like to visit it actually. Video and audio perfect here in Spain. Thank you for an update, Outdoor Chilled. Pronouncing TH instead of Z, like this versus this. Mate, it's very hard for me like to do correct pronunciation, so I don't even try. I have accent, people have accent in English, in other languages, and that's totally fine. Iris Willis, thank you so much for your super thanks, Iris. She says, hi from England. Your city looks beautiful. Appreciate. I actually find Omsk to be beautiful. I like this city, but I would not like to live here forever. It is pretty. It is really great for short visits, let's say for 1 week, maybe even for half a year. But I would not like to live here for all my life. It's too stable, it's too slow and underdeveloped in my opinion. It's still very nice place, like alright place. Evgeny Laskaev, thank you so much for your super thanks, mate. Thank you, Evgeny. He says, enjoying your videos, Niki. I was born in small town in Siberia, in Rubtsovsk. Keep up the great work. Thank you, thank you. I actually don't know where Rubtsovsk is, but from the city name it sounds like a small place. Super cool that you actually escaped from there. Like, there's one problem about cities in Russia, at least personally in my opinion. There are a lot of nice cities where it will be interesting to visit. I think even to Rubtsovsk, to Omsk, to Tomsk, to Novosibirsk, to Kemerovo and many other places around Siberia. It will be interesting to visit it, but living here the entire life is actually not that convenient. Niki, would you like to visit UK? Of course. Like, I love traveling and I would like to visit most of countries around the world. Are McDonald's stores opened? So, there are some McDonald's opened in Russia. In Omsk, I'm not sure yet. I have heard that McDonald's are opened here, but I haven't seen it myself. But I think they are opened here, because they're like franchise stores. Whew. Having a good talk, right? I don't know like how interesting for you guys, but for me it's quite interesting to have such kind of one-on-one chat conversation like this, like face to face, and also showing you bits of my city. How is the unemployment? I actually don't know. None of my friends are unemployed, but I know that it's actually a problem in Russia. Have you had your breakfast? It's dinner time already in Russia. It's dinner time here. So yeah, I have had my dinner. Hello Niki, I saw your videos, enjoy learning from you. I hope one day to visit Russia. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, JC. Really appreciate your words. John Moody says, love your channel and enthusiasm. Thank you so much, John, also for your super thanks. Like £5 is big money in Russia. Do people look happier to you in Omsk compared to St. Petersburg or Moscow? Not. I see that people look happier, or at least they just look happier. I don't know how they are like happier or not in real, but they look happier in Moscow and St. Petersburg for me. And in Omsk, people look more down to earth, more real. Yeah, let's actually go see some people, go walk around. Very young, beautiful couple making pictures over here. Actually really pretty. And we are going to that fountain. I'm gonna show you a little bit around, see more people. And you guys see if you can spot any happy people, any smiley faces around here. I think there is this stereotype that Russian people are not happy or maybe not smiling much. And the thing is, we do not smile too much to strangers because they are strangers, but we are super smiley, we are super positive to our friends, to people that we know. Whew, look at this place. It's actually very quiet here. People are just hanging out. And I still find that couple, this couple is really pretty. Both of them. No flowers here right now, but it will be in maybe in a couple of weeks or in a couple of, like in a month. Here is some people of Russia. Even people of Omsk. You had dinner already? Dessert is on me. Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much for dessert on me. I'm actually going to visit a supermarket after streaming for you, and I'll get something delicious. Thank you so much. We have flowers and embarkment. We do too. And by the way, talking about flowers, look at this. Here's also kind of flowers, really beautiful, right? People like to make pictures with that. And it smells so nicely. Like this has very, very nice smell. I can feel it right now. Some blossoms, let's actually have a look. Look at this. So beautiful. And it smells amazing, like made, it's really nice. People making pictures, hanging out with family, just hanging out with friends. The weather today is just perfect. It's not too hot, it's not cold at all, it's very fresh. And we are getting to see the Uspensky Sobor, the biggest cathedral in Omsk. It's quite beautiful, it's quite popular for locals, for people who believe in God. And there's like another building, the government of Omsk region. And over there is actually the Pushkin Library, but you cannot see it because it's summer and we have too many leaves, green leaves. We are not going there, we are turning to another direction. And I think I'm going to have another like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes time for a live stream, and then we will be ending it. But for now, I'm going to cross to Lenina Street, sit at another park and talk to you more before actually ending that. But whoa guys, it's been 1 hour since we started hosting, and it's so freaking fast. Like 1 hour passed and I didn't realize it. Let me know guys if anyone's staying here right from the beginning, right from the start. Anyone here? I hear a great bird singing. Perhaps yes, I didn't pay attention because I was concentrating talking, but perhaps yes. 1 lovely hour with Niki. 8 minutes in I joined. Yes, yeah, oh wow. Guys, it's actually incredible to have somebody being with me for such a long time. Imagine, 1 hour is actually a long time. Thank you so much for being here. And a quick reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please do it. Do subscribe, okay? Then you will not miss other lives and videos. I see super thanks from Just Know, thank you so much. And also from Heather Smith. Appreciate guys. Thank you so much for supporting me this way. Heather says, here's so happy people everywhere. It's good. Oh mate, that's so loud. These guys so loud. From the start. Wow. So many people were here from the start. Actually, that's cool. Yo, from the beginning. A question from Outdoor Chilled. How do we support your channel? So the easiest way to support my channel is just to subscribe and to watch videos that you like. And if you like a video, you like it with the like button. It's the easiest way to actually support any channel, not just mine. Just do this and that's enough. I see somebody sending your amazing super sticker. I'm like, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Meanwhile, we are over here. We are kinda turning back to the original place where we started, Lenina Street. 1 hour ago, we started like 500 meters over there. Haven't been here yet. It's a new place. We are heading to the theater, dramatic theater, one of the biggest theaters in Omsk, and I think it's quite pretty. We are going to see it now. Ben Lee says, Niki, love your videos. Thanks for sharing about real life. Appreciate, guys. Like, thank you, Ben. I am actually happy to just talk about something that is around me, real life, just my personal life, and to have people actually listen and enjoy and see it. It's something really incredible. Really cool. Somebody talks about Russian tea and oolong Russian tea. I'm not sure if that's a real thing, oolong Russian tea, but we do have some local tea. In Siberia, we have a lot of tea plantations in Altai, and they actually have good tea. If you ever visit Russia, you definitely gotta buy it and try it. Does Russia have secret forbidden cities? Yes, and actually there are a lot of tiny places. They are kinda not very secret, but it's impossible to get there. And they are kinda forbidden to go around. For example, a few weeks ago, I visited Karelia, that is to the north from St. Petersburg. And we wanted to go to one of the lakes. And we found a road. On maps, there was nothing special, literally nothing. The map says you just go there. We went there and we found a forbidden city, a very small town full of army. Literally, people who served in army, they were living there. Their family, their wives, kids, they were living there. And it was forbidden to go for me. It was a kind of little town example. There was nothing special. Just army members lived there, and citizens, like civilians could not go there. It was not like that Area 51 stuff. But perhaps there are some places that I'm just not aware of. By the way, we are here at Omsk Dramatic Theater. Really nice. And we are walking down by Lenina Street. It's still operating, like people can go here even tonight, I guess. And this one is one of the museums. A museum of arts named after Vrubil, one of famous. I see Albedri. Thank you so much for your 20 bucks. 20 bucks is a lot, mate. Thank you. He says, make sure mom has good toilet paper and it doesn't feel like sandpaper. Mate, you remember that story. Like, I don't know when I mentioned that, but yeah. There's one thing, guys, there's one thing. People of older generation, they do not spend much money for good toilet paper. So every single time, I don't know, it's like stupid detail, but every time when I come back home, I buy a pack of good toilet paper. So thank you for contributing to that. I'll actually do that as well. What else here? Chris Tooley, thank you so much. Chris, appreciate for your super thanks. Guy, thank you for doing that. Lol. Yeah, that's stupid detail, but that's kinda funny to mention, I think. By the way, we are staying here next to Vrubilia Museum. We are staying next to Dramatical Theater, and we are staying next to Mr. Mikhail Ulyanov. He is a people's artist, or just a local artist of USSR, and Lenina Street. We are going to stay here a bit longer. I'm gonna talk to you maybe on that bench. Let's go to that bench, okay? Whoop. And I'll see more what you guys write to the chat. Alrighty. Oh, hope you can see me well, and I can see really well what you guys write. Anthony says, I was in Moscow as an exchange student. I hope you enjoyed that time. Moscow is quite nice. Like, I like Moscow not as much as St. Petersburg. I would not like to live in Moscow, but I enjoy visiting it every single time when I go there. TJ Johnson, thank you so much. Thank you for your super thanks. Artists, yeah. Kathy D asks, Niki, what is the summer temperature in Omsk? So, typical summer temperature is like 25 degrees Celsius, but it can get as hot as 30 and even 35 degrees Celsius. It's a lot. Kelly King says, I'm not sending money. That's alright. Like, that's alright if you don't send anything. I'm here not to earn anything. Today, I want to have a connection between me and people. I want to have such kind of face-to-face conversation. And of course, I'm happy to see if anyone donates or does super thanks here. Of course, I'm happy to see that. But it's not my main target. The main target is to have a conversation. And Dines asks, have you been to Hermitage? I have been to Hermitage like 3 times. I liked it, and I'm going to do another Hermitage trip this month, I think. And there is actually an Hermitage, like, I don't know, something like additional spot of Hermitage in Omsk city. Literally, across this street, I just go 200 meters. There will be an Hermitage museum, of course, smaller than in St. Petersburg, but still very nice. Oh my goodness, I see 23 Gizmo sending the most generous donation I have ever had in my YouTube live stream, like from one individual person. Thank you so much for generous $200. That's a lot. He says, thanks for showing the world that there are good people all over the earth. That's something what I have in my mind. Like, I have traveled not every country. I have not traveled even 20 countries, but I visited more than 15 of them. And I've met good people, nice people, kind people at every single country, and local people and foreigners. I want to think that I am one of these people that strangers can call nice and kind. I just want to be like this, and I see that majority of people actually are like this too. See, wow, 200, never seen 200 here. Yeah, I have no idea who you are, Gizmo, but appreciate your kindness. I see Patrick McHugh sending $5 and saying, would you pretend to pass secret documents in a manila envelope? What is manila envelope? To a random person in the park. I don't really understand what is manila envelope, but it will be funny to do, like as a joke, as a good joke, maybe put some money in and lend it to somebody, not lend, and give it to somebody, like a very nice prank, I don't know. Never did it before, but sounds like a fun thing to do with my friends. I see Manuel Fernandez sends 20 euros and says, hi Niki. Thanks for showing us Omsk. It looks cool. Enjoy the good weather and invite your mom to cake. Thank you so much, Manuel. Appreciate, really. Thank you so much. Oh mate, look a bird. It's so cute. Okay, we lost her. Can you see? Tiny bird over there. So nice. A manila folder, sometimes manila, is a file folder designed to contain documents. Okay. So yeah, it will be... Actually, I've got a fun idea of doing such kind of a good kind of joke to people, handing the manila document, manila folder with no words, say just silently, and have there, let's say, $10 or $50 and just go away and record it on camera. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that. It will be fun. It will be fun. I see Lei Neem sending another super thanks. Thank you so much, Lei. Appreciate. Niki, it looks like 4 p.m. now in Russia. You know, guys, Russia is a huge country, and we have around 11 time zones. So somewhere, like St. Petersburg and Moscow, right now is 4 p.m. In Kaliningrad, it's 3 p.m. as far as I know. In Omsk, that is 7 p.m. Must be 7 p.m. here, yes. But in places like Khabarovsk, like, you know, Natasha's Adventures, Natasha from the channel Yeah Russia, she is from Khabarovsk, and it's like very late time already. I'm sure it's dark over there. And in Vladivostok and Magadan, it's almost the night time. And meanwhile, Andy James says it's 6 a.m. in USA. Yes, it's like so different, so different time. By the way, guys, I see that you're being impressed. Like, Gone with the Kale says 11 time zones? Wow. Maybe 10, maybe 11, not less for sure. But actually, Russia is not the country with the most of time zones. And I wonder if anyone out of my audience knows. Guys, what is the country with the biggest amount of time zones? It is not Russia. It is not Russia. Technically, it's another country. You will be really surprised to hear that, I think. That sounds like a great prank. We call that a random act of kindness. I think I could do this, Julia, but I need help of my friends. I cannot do that alone, for sure. I cannot do that alone. Mark Ludington. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate for your super thanks. Also, cult member, welcome back. He says, thank you, Niki. I enjoy your videos immensely. Blessings. Thank you so much, cult member, and for your super thanks. Appreciate. Somebody says France. So yes, that is France. The country with the most amount of, with the biggest number of time zones is France because of their colonies. How do you pronounce it ever? They have like 12 of them, I think. Patrick McHugh says, in Cold War, spies pass documents in parks like crazy. The two random guys meeting in park pretending to feed birds as they talk spy stuff. I saw that in movies. I never seen it in real life. And by the way, thank you so much for another super thanks. Never seen it in Russia, but it will be fun to pretend it. Yes, France, but this is cheating. Yeah, but technically it is. Well, guys, I want to summarize today's live. We started 71 minutes ago. We have 684 people watching right now and more than 400 likes. By the way, if you're watching it and if you like, go hit that like button. Appreciate, and subscribe too. We walked more than 1 hour seeing the downtown of Omsk. I hope you learned a little bit about Siberia. I hope you learned a little bit more about Russian people, maybe a little bit more about me. I'm really glad to be like a tiny window, your tiny window of just regular life in Russia. Once again, we are staying at the park. It's just sunny place like this. 7 p.m. Sun's still up. Staying over here, you see my shadow is with the camera over there. And I'm actually very glad to have this conversation. Thank you so much for being here. Niki, say hello to mama, to mom. I will. Actually, my mom turned like 52 a few days ago, and I came to Omsk just to say happy birthday and to give her some gifts. And I'm able to do that just because of this channel, and I'm really glad to have it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. I agree with the high donor. Greetings from Spain. Hey, greetings from Spain. Strange, I see only 4 likes. Then you will update the page after we finish live and you can see more. Hello from Tommy. Hi. Jimmy, thank you so much for your super thanks. Saying Tavarish from Texas. Have you ever met someone from New Zealand in Russia? Alice, not. I have not met anyone from New Zealand in Russia, but I met people from New Zealand while I was traveling countries around the world. I met quite a few. I liked. Well, good job, guys. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for being with me here today. And I'm going to drink some water because talking for 1 hour straight, even longer, is quite tiring. And I'm basically gonna go back home, have rest, maybe edit a video, and come back tomorrow with a new upload. Do you shave? Yes, Victor, I shave, and it's actually like, it took me maybe 1 week of not shaving. Can you imagine, guys? 1 week no shaving, and I get this kind of little tiny like hair. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being with me. Stay healthy, stay well, stay optimistic. Come back to my channel, and I hope all this madness that happens between Russia and Ukraine will stop, and we will come back to the time when the world is kinda united and friendly again, when we could travel it as normally as we did before. Thanks, Niki, bye Niki, see you, thanks for the stream. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, and bye-bye. In Russian we say "пока." So, Everybody, пока. Oh, how do I finish it? I found it. And